This is AS Stats. We are on Unit 5, the binomial distribution, and we are on example 4. So in this one it says sometimes we are given E, the expectation of x, and the variance, and need to work backwards. A random variable x is distributed normally with a mean of 2 and a variance of 1.6. Find n, p, and q, and then the probability of x less than 3, the most likely value of x. So obviously we can do part B and C if we get our n, p, and q, so we need to suss out how we're going to do that. So part A, what we know is that, sorry, that's a terrible start, I'm supposed to write an E. The expectation of x, I mean if you want e to the x, is 2. That means n times p equals 2. My variance of x is 1.6. That means then npq is 1.6. If I know np is 2, that means if I exchange my np here for a 2, that means I know then, therefore 2q is 1.6, and I know then that gives q is 0.8. So we're up and running. If q is 0.8, p and q must add to 1, so that means p then is 0.2, and sub it back in then here, so that means then 0.2 p is, sorry, 0.2 n, going well. 0.2 n is 2, so that gives me that n is 10. So I have my values. P is 0.2, Q is 0.8, and then is 10, and we can now do the rest of the questions. So probability of x is less than 3. So probability x less than 3 is obviously probability of 0 plus the probability of 1 plus the probability of 2. That's going to give me, let's move down here, 10c 0, 0.2 to the power 0, 0.8 to the power 10, plus 10c1, 0.2 to the power 1, 0.8 to the power of 9, plus 10c2, 0.2 to the power 2, 0.8 to the power of 8. The calculator, 0.1073 plus 0.2684 plus 0.3019 gives us 0.678 to 3 significant figures. Part C. The most likely value of x, if we look back up here, the most likely value of x. Again, to me it's blindingly obvious. If you're doing the thing 10 times and the probability is 0.2, to me it's going to be 2, but we should do a wee check anyway just to be sure. Luckily we've done 0, 1 and 2 anyway, so if we do 3 and make sure it's going back down again, then we'll be all over it. So check probability of 3, that's of course going to be 10c3, 0.2 cubed, 0.8 to the power 7 You put that in your calculator and you get 0.201. So as we suspected, that's going back down again. That's all we need to know. Therefore, 2 is most likely.